Hello guys and welcome back. So you join me here in September. So obviously, like I said in the last one, a lot of the jobs for summer have been and gone really. As you can see, this tree's leaves are changing. The other one hasn't yet, but it's sort of halfway through changing colour. A couple of things that have happened. We have a seed bag here. That probably might be moved, but I'm going to keep it as a spare. Bear wrap has been put in here. Harvester's been reversed into here. Massey's in here now. Well, just part there. Straw's in here finally. After me saying I was going to get it done, I have. Drill's been parked up after doing this entire field. So 7530 was on the duty of that. Not too much has happened with the sheep and cows. Obviously the bull I need to bring over soon, as he needs to do his thing. So yeah, basically the farm's getting quite quiet now, so I do apologise that the vlogs have been quite boring. Maybe if I did a couple more than one a week in the summer, it would have been a bit more interesting. I'm just trying to figure out something while I'm here. So getting the 4220. Feels like forever since I've been in this. Looking at a brand new tractor. It doesn't really get used much if I'm being honest. Got the A-frame on, haven't I? Let me just get the buck rake out and I'll be with you in a second. As you can see, I added strobes. 2 strobes to the front, one either side of the cab and one on each mudguard at the back. So there's 6. I'm glad I did it. Just makes it look a bit nicer. Same with the mirror guards, and they're amber lights as well, but they're not flash like the other ones do. They're just, if you turn the lights on, they just light up amber. I don't know why I turned the engine off. So yeah, we're going to be moving the buck rake to somewhere I don't even know, if I'm being honest. The fast track doesn't need to be used, so we'll just park it here for now. We'll get in the 7530 as I need to be doing some hedge cutting. Well, my hedges are getting quite messy, and I've been asked if I can do a bit of hedge cutting. So before I do the ones I've been asked to, I thought I'd do mine first. So if there's something wrong with the hedge cut, I can get it done before having to do it for somewhere else. Now, but I'm really glad I've got a 7530. It's just a really decent tractor to have. So yeah, we'll just I do sort of need to check over it. So where's a good place where I can park it without it being in the way? Here, I guess. So I'll just be checking over everything. It's a brand new hedge cutter, so this is my second sort of season, I guess, using it. Yeah, that's quite close. It always has been. Everything seems fine. Let me just see if it runs. I imagine it will. Well, I hope so. have a listen to that. Get the torch out. Seems to be doing alright. Well, obviously I know it extends out because I've just done that. Let me just check. Are they looking somewhat new? You can see there's a couple of scratches. But yeah, it's looking quite new. So, what I mean by new is like there's no damage to the actual sort of blades, I guess. So we'll fold that up. We'll keep the edge cutter on because obviously that's what I'm going to be doing at some point. And we'll get in the Kodiak a sec. So yeah, obviously I have the sort of cattle trailer and I have the horse box, which is like what I use if I'm, you know, moving like 2 sheep or whatever. I think I can fit 2 or 4 sheep and 2 cows, so I imagine it'll be a 4 sheep and then 2 cows in here, not at the same time obviously, but now obviously same thing here. I've added strobes here at the front and 2 on the side, either side, and then the beacon, just because, just to spruce it up really. And obviously around here people fly, so you know, if you've got a beacon, they're going to see you before they get round the corner, or they're going to see you before, you know, you almost crash. But yeah, this road isn't too bad, but sort of over near the dealership, there's quite a long straight, and I've coming from the dealership onto that straight road, I've seen someone coming absolutely flying at me, and I had to reverse, because, well, you know, I didn't want to crash. So yeah, am I gonna hit the house? Just skimmed it. So yeah, that's why I have the horse box, so if I'm mainly moving like 2 sheep, you know, I don't have to bring an entire long trailer with me, because the other one's quite long. But yeah, I was just thinking of parking it up here, because she doesn't really need to be anywhere else. Put the jockey wheel down. Here we go. And just park it here, I guess. Actually, I'm going to reverse it to here, because I never normally do. Actually, never mind. I was going to park it there, but obviously you can somewhat see it. I don't want anyone peeking and realising there's a car there and then trying to steal it. Yeah, so hopefully the vlogs will be getting a bit more interesting. Also, we'll potentially be getting some new kit, so I'd like to replace this for a smaller one. The contractor said if you ever sell it, we'll have it, so that's probably who it'll go to. Also, I've spoken to the sort of other farmers about this guy. I believe his name is James, apparently. I don't know if that is true. And he's the one that's buying all the farms, and obviously if he buys this farm, that would be, well, I imagine it would be in a while. He did come round the other day, not to speak to me, he just dropped in a letter. well, I'm assuming it's him unless he's got someone else to drop the letter for him, but it was something like, I hope you would be interested at potentially selling your farm at one point. Something along the lines of that. I've taken a picture of it, but I think I've binned it or lost it, I can't remember. But yeah, so I had a letter from him, and it said something like, I hope at one point you would be okay to sell your farm. So I've written back and said it's gonna take me. It's gonna take a lot of money, if that's what you're offering, to me sell a farm, because it's my farm, isn't it, really? But I wouldn't be that phased about saying no, because obviously, this farm is, I feel like it's a bit too big for me, and obviously I've had to deal with sort of living on a hill, and it's quite annoying, and there's a lot of space and empty space for just nothing. It is quite big, and I have considered potentially downsizing in the past, before this James guy came about. And obviously this farm, I've done quite a bit to it, because it was quite run down when I originally moved here. So I would and wouldn't be phased, depending on the time. Like if it's New Year, sort of Christmas time, I probably wouldn't bother. But I just keep on thinking about it every day, and just thinking about possibilities, I guess. But yeah, I don't think it would be anytime soon, but that could change obviously overnight, couldn't it? But yeah, I don't think I'd be phased to downsizing. I just obviously need help moving everything, which obviously the farmers who have and haven't sold have said, if you ever do move, obviously let me know, and I'll help you try and move some kit and stuff. Because obviously I imagine I can get the dealership to deliver some of the stuff on their low loader, because I could fit about 2 tractors, and maybe let the hedge cutter, and maybe let the double bailiff door on the other. It'd probably fit the tanker, the bale trailer, and the fert spreader or something, stuff like that. And obviously I need to return the side trailer to the contractors. So yeah, that's it for this one. Bye for now.